Greetings, kind and gentle souls. It is I. We're here on a Thursday. I made it to work early. I'm waiting for somebody to come and open the gate. Looks like somebody just pulled up, and so I just decided to shoot a quick live this morning because we are now one day away from Valentine's Day. And as you know, for the last 10 days, we've been applying the concept of forgiveness to the idea of love, reconstructing love before Valentine's Day, restoring relationships that might be in jeopardy. I know the holidays can be threatening for relationships, and we're not just necessarily talking about intimate relationships. We can be talking about relationships with your coworkers, relationships with your neighbors. We could be talking about relationships within your family of origin is the language they use in the clinical space. You guys know by day. I am a licensed associate counselor, a behavioral health professional, a profession that I have really grown to love. And so, one of the things that I want to encourage other behavioral health providers or professionals, if you're new to the profession, one of the things you have to get accustomed to is the business aspect of the profession. We go in wanting to help people, right? But there is a business component, a marketing and sales aspect to the behavioral health profession. And so use your social media tools in order to build your presence, get your name out there, advertise your theoretical orientation. And while we're talking about advertising your theoretical orientation, forgiveness is one of them for me. I call myself the Godfather of forgiveness. So yeah, have fun with your creative aliases, which is what I do. I have several of them. uh, and so, but yeah, so within the concept of forgiveness, there are 11 different steps. I feel like a person can involve themselves in to embrace the idea of forgiveness because so many people struggle in that area or have challenges with forgiving. And so yesterday was exercising some empathy. What is empathy? For a quick review, empathy is just understanding, right? The emotions, the context, the reason why a person might be short tempered with you, why your partner might lie to you, why they have a challenge with integrity. Usually it involves some type of challenge, life condition, life experience in their history that they have not come to resolve, right? So exercising empathy. And when I can exercise some empathy, when I lean toward understanding rather than being angry, right? I can become more accepting. I can become more welcoming and I can become more understanding. And I think that that builds intimacy. That makes you want to get closer to a person rather than resent them and hate them, right? So exercising empathy. And so that brings us to today's concept, which is I want to talk about the intensity and urgency of silence and shame. I think the two work together when it comes to shame and silence. I don't know, you guys weigh in on it. It's something that we can dialogue about, but it's hard to have shame if you're not silent, right? Or does shame make people loud and aggressive? I don't know. I guess that could be something to talk about. But yeah, silence and shame. And so if you are ashamed, right? I think a lot of people who are abused, one of the things that intensifies or increases the severity of the harm is that they lose their voice, right? And one of the things that's really important, I think, in regards to forgiving, right, is finding your voice, having a space where you can actually talk about what's going on internally, what you feel in your heart, what's resonating in your soul. I don't know, you guys, the whole idea of the solar plexus, I think that's what they refer to as your midsection. They also call it the center of gravity. The whole idea of the solar plexus has been catching my attention today, which is really, really cool because guess what, you guys? On tonight, we are having the first informational seminar for the Quality of Life and Recovery Center. That is tonight. And it is called Where Resentments High. Yes, Where Resentments High. And we're just explaining pain. Tonight in that 1 hour seminar, a lot of people walk around with a lot of physical discomfort. And the pain or the physical discomfort really relates to unprocessed harm that people have not been able to explain, talk about, right? And so what it does is it shows up in the body, right? I really am trying to borrow from Dr. Bessel van der Kolk's book. The body keeps the score, and the body really does keep a score. A lot of times people, cannot forgive, have problems with anger. I have my differences about the whole idea of anger management. I think that whole thing needs to be relabeled and reframed. But people can't move beyond what's holding them back because it's hiding in a different part of their body, and they haven't given that part of their body the microphone, right? They haven't listened to what's going on. And so tonight's conversation is going to be a little sensory somatic, right? That's another aspect of behavioral health that I'm growing to love because the body is so important. And I am a systems type of dude. I love the biology of the body and its systems. I think it's so incredible. I don't know. I started out as a pre-med major, and I wound up here um, as a clinician, as a behavioral health practitioner. And so I'm really excited about the day. I'm really excited for myself that I made it to work early because I have a history of being late. And so I hope you guys are planning to have a great day. I already started off, had my first cup of coffee, but I was able to get a live in this morning, you guys. And so remember that in everything that you do, love on yourself, pour into you, take care of your heart, take care of your soul, do things that are meaningful and things that celebrate you today. Because if you do that, right, we can accommodate the rest of the world. We can accommodate the people in our lives in a loving and more tolerant way. You guys have a great day, and I hope to see you tonight in Where Resentments High, explaining pain with the Jimmy, the experiential one. You guys have a great day.